From hoops to hockey and a trip to the gridiron, this is your Southern Tier Sports Report. As the Buffalo Bills get ready for their wild card matchup on Monday, Bills Mafia, the passionate fan base of the team, is getting ready to check out a new movie about their beloved Bills and so much more. We got a chance to talk to the directors today about their movie and how you might be able to check it out during this Bills playoff push.
Buffalo, New York. All across the land, friends and family will gather today to watch the biggest event in sports.
Friends and family in Buffalo and across Western New York are gathering together, not to watch the biggest event in sports, but to watch Unbelievable, an independent movie about the Buffalo Bills, garnering national attention as it screens in theaters around Orchard Park.
What a journey, a life journey this has been, to care about a team that gives you some of the greatest thrills of your life and some of the greatest heartbreak as well.
Scott Rubin is the co-director, writer, and star of the film. The movie tells the story of 3 generations of Bills fans as they get ready for what they hope is another run for a shot at the Super Bowl.
At some point, you say, somebody's got to tell this story. I mean, this is insane. And it's not only, it's generational.
The film's producer and other director, J. Garrett Veruter, says the movie is about more than just sports. He calls it an underdog story, one that generations of Bills Mafia may be able to connect with.
Less about sports in a way than it is about identity and believing and family and crazy and everything we're going through right now.
I wanted to capture what it's like to actually witness and a family getting together and coping with this, because you so buy in and then it flips on you, and Buffalo has a unique suffering.
Do you actually believe that you're playing a part in the Bills winning today?
Yes. No. Maybe.
While Bills fans can relate to that suffering, the duo tells us the movie is much more than just a tale of tragedy in Western New York.
This movie's a really authentic portrait into a real piece of Americana. So many cool layers in this movie that are beyond just, a sports comedy.
Garrett and I wanted to capture that in a movie and bring that to life, because it is truly a unique experience to sit with Bills fans and watch an important game with the family and friends.
The movie is currently showing in Regal cinemas throughout the 716 and as close as Syracuse. The pair is working to find more theaters for release, including here in the Southern Tier. They hope a demand from phone calls and social media to the theater company can help push their project across the goal line. Zach Grady, 12 Sports. The Bills and Steelers are still set for kickoff on Monday, despite a travel ban remaining in place around Highmark Stadium and the surrounding areas in Orchard Park in Buffalo. Governor Kathy Hochul says the game is still a go as scheduled. Snow is continuing to fall at the stadium as crews work to shovel out the parking lots and playing surfaces, including some Bills fans who showed up today with shovels. NFL Network's Cameron Wolf reporting earlier this afternoon that the Pittsburgh Steelers successfully arrived in Buffalo on Sunday. Governor Hochul is warning fans going to the game to bundle up and be ready for cold temperatures at kickoff.
At game time on Monday, here's what we expect. Weather conditions will be very cold. They'll be in the teens, and even wind chill factors as low as 0, maybe to 9 degrees, but that's going to be very, very cold. But this will be without the danger of the winds and the blinding snow and the hazardous traffic conditions for those as they travel to the stadium or leaving based on current predictions. So that is the better dynamic, by far better dynamic than we would have had today.
2 games today, though, as a part of Wild Card Weekend. The first down in Jerry World as the Packers jumping out to an early lead on the Cowboys. Aaron Jones from a yard out here, his second of 3 scores on the afternoon. He carried the rock 21 times, 118 yards. Packers up 2 touchdowns in the second quarter. Jordan Love finding Dontavion Wicks, capping a 10-play, 93-yard drive. Packers would miss the extra point, though. Darnell Savage would not miss this Dak Prescott pass, picking off the Cowboys QB, taking it to the house for 6 just before halftime. Green Bay gashing America's team, going up 27-0 to start the game. And you can just feel the hot seat on Mike McCarthy getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter, especially as Romeo Doubs hits the touchdown. He had 6 catches, 51 yards. Packers win. They move on next week. They will play San Francisco, the 49ers, in San Fran. The second game of the night, just wrapping up as well moments ago. The Detroit Lions winning their first playoff game in 32 years, getting the win in the weekend's only competitive game, 24-23. 27, Jared Goff, 1 touchdown pass. Lions running backs, 2 touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery both going in. Former Lions QB Matthew Stafford, 25 of 36, 2 touchdowns. Now with Los Angeles spending the first 12 seasons with Detroit. The New York Rangers are back on the ice at the Garden on Sunday. They look to snap their losing streak, which stretched to 4 games Saturday night in Washington. The Blue Shirts hosting the Caps again today in the second half of their home-and-home matchup. The Rangers got on the board early. Vinny Trocheck here, dishing it to Artemi Panarin for the goal. He puts it in the back of the net. Panarin's 7th opening game goal leads all NHL scorers. Still here in the first, Alex Lafreniere gets his own rebound off the forecheck, puts it in. Rangers up 2-0 going into the second period. Caps looking to make a comeback. TJ Oshie, Mr. USA, he puts it in past Igor. That's Oshie's 4th goal on the season, 15th all-time against the Rangers in his career. But in the end, way too much Igor, 24 saves on the night. First star of the game, including this incredible one here to ice it. Rangers snap their 4-game losing streak, get the win against Washington 2-1. And just reminding people tomorrow, that Bills playoff game right here, 4:30 WBNG, and we'll be live. Where are we going to be live?
Factory by Beatrice.
We'll be live at noon and back for kickoff at 4:30, hanging out with the Greater Binghamton Buffalo Bills backers.
All right, thank you, Zach, and we'll be right back after a break.
Here at Finkelstein and Partners, we let our...
Finally, at 11, a colossal 20-foot-tall snowman dubbed Snowzilla by locals has resurfaced in Anchorage, Alaska after 10 years. According to Anchorage Daily News, this snowman in 2008, the Powers family, they were building it, and then they basically got a cease and desist notice from the city after complaints from neighbors about its size and the increase in traffic and whatnot. Anyway, I don't know how they managed to give a cease and desist order for a snowman, but they did it. But the family is back. They started building it again in November, and after that 10-year hiatus, they're just so happy to be spreading this to the community. We love to see it, guys. So cute. We love the snowman. I think it's adorable. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us here at 11. We have more news for you in the morning, so be sure to come back. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Beat the Odds is next.